Awesome. Hey, thank y'all so much. See y'all later.
All right. I think I know most of you on this call, or maybe most of you know me. I don't know. We'll, if not, hopefully we'll get well acquainted. Super excited, first off, to have, looks like we're at 15 people on this particular call. I think I've seen some of your faces in some of my other trainings, which is awesome. And so today's goal, I believe we are in the Seller Mastermind. Is that the right place? So I'm not talking about the wrong thing. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
That's the one.
I'll get you leads anywhere, any place you want, but I just want to make sure we're getting the right leads. So what we're going to be doing today, one of my main focuses is making sure that we focus on, there we go, that we focus on where people are, right? And so for years, we've been hearing most people are on social media. Would everybody agree with that? Like the majority of people are on social media, whether they're millionaires, have $1 million home, multi-million-dollar home, whatever. A lot of them are on Facebook or on Instagram. And so what we're going to try to do today is uncover where we can find some sellers that you may not have spoken to. Is everybody okay with that? Hopefully, yes. I mean, I think that means more money. And so, and some of our past trainings and some of our podcasts, we do this thing. It's called the backdoor strategy, or the secret strategy, where we're actually not telling people what we're trying to accomplish, but we accomplish our goal anyway. Okay. And hopefully this makes sense in just a moment. So there are two forms of this. Number one is going to be normal Facebook post. So you can just write normal Facebook post. And then number two is going to be Facebook and Instagram stories. I consider those the same thing, right? So Facebook post, and I'm going to give you a script in just a minute, so don't worry about the script. I'll give it to you and you can copy and paste it from the notes. The Facebook post is exactly as it states. It's a Facebook post, and we're going to try to identify homeowners, right? We want to know as many homeowners as we possibly can know so that we can continue to grow our database of homeowners, right? The more homeowners we know in the future, the more transactions and listings that we get from that. On the Facebook stories and Instagram stories, these are going to be polls, P-O-L-L, right? So we're going to ask people to identify themselves. They will self-identify. So P-O-L-L. So you'll be able to do this today. All right. And so I am a big fan of taking action. As much as we go to these different trainings and things like that, we usually say, I'll get to that later, right? As a real estate agent myself, as a business owner, I'm like, eventually. And then I look at my notes inside of my phone, and I literally have 40,000 notes inside of my phone. Of those 40,000 things, I probably have done 100 of them, right, over the last 5-6 years. So instead of saying, hey, you do this later, we're going to say, hey, we're going to do this right now. Is everybody okay with that? To find homeowners today, right? All right. So here's the first post, and I'm going to type it into the chat. The first post you're going to be making, so either have your phone out or have Facebook open on your computer. So it's going to be, let's see if I can do a emoji. I don't think I can do emoji. So you're going to do a home emoji. Everybody know what emoji is? It's like the little pictures. Okay. So this is going to be line 1. Then you're going to hit enter. So line 1, sorry. Copy this again. This doesn't work the same way. So you're going to have basically home emoji on either side. So it's going to say home emoji. Copy this. Same thing. It's always fun whenever you're trying to create something in a different system that doesn't create it the same way. Does this make sense so far? Home emoji, homeowner, home emoji. Okay. So put your home emoji first, then put homeowner, and then you're going to put home emoji again. And the reason that we do that type of stuff is we're trying to capture people's attention. Okay. So if you're on your phone right now, you hit enter. and you're going to have a space in between. I'm going to show you what this looks like so it makes more sense because I'm just talking my head off right now. Everybody see that? Hopefully. I'm going to give you the script, but I want you to see what this looks like so you can copy the scripts. It's going to be easier.
Okay, Joseph, so that would be a post or a story? I'm sorry.
This is going to be your first post. So this post comes from one of my former business partners and good friends, Michael McGuire. And Ian, I think I'm sending most of this stuff to you. And so let me copy and paste this really quick and send it to everybody. And there's a reason why I have other people run my Zoom calls instead of me running them. Okay, does everybody see the script inside of the chat now? All right. And you're going to post this with a color background. Does everybody know how to do a color background on Facebook? You just hit backgrounds on the bottom, and then you do whatever color you want to do. And then the emotion that you want to put there is curious. And I want you to go ahead and post that right now. Questions, because I move really fast sometimes.
Joseph, I had to switch my platform from my mobile to my laptop. Would you mind reposting those 2 pieces of text, please? Thank you.
No, not a problem. There you go, Robbie. Let me know if you see that.
Yes, I do appreciate it.
Awesome. By the way, congratulations, Robbie, on taking action on yesterday's call, dude. That was awesome.
Wanted to get it done, Joseph. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So has everybody posted so far? Everyone got their post up? You should start seeing action probably, if you're active on your Facebook, probably within the next 30 minutes, max hour. All right. Does everybody know why we're posting this? Can anybody, you can unmute yourself, you can type in the chat, whatever your thoughts are. Why do you think we're posting it? Thank you, Luis.
To start conversations.
Start conversations. That's one good answer. Thank you, Annette. Other reasons?
You're sorting your homeowners and future buyers.
That's right. Exactly, Ian. Yes, you do put the word homeowner, Cindy, by the way. So it's a house, the word homeowner, another house, and then enter for the next line. So yes, so one, to start conversations, right? But somebody just commenting doesn't actually start the conversation necessarily, right? It's just it's uncovering who your homeowners are, right? And you may not realize that some of your friends are homeowners without you being the realtor, right? Or maybe they bought a home 10 years ago or something, right? So we're trying to find who these people are. That's all we're trying to do. That's step number one. Step number two, so everybody knows, you're just going to comment back really easily, right? And you're just going to say, hey, thanks for the advice. I am sure buyers will appreciate this, your comment, right? So let's do hey, name. And I'm putting this script, by the way, inside the chat so you can copy it. And so once you've done that, you've posted, people start commenting. Those at step one, step two. The next part of this process is actually sending them a message, right? And your message is going to be really simple as well. Your message is going to be this. Hey, name. Thanks again for commenting on my post. A lot of buyers look to current homeowners for answers. So it means a lot, right? And so what you're doing here is you're thanking them first. right? Hey, thanks again. Just want to let you know, I really appreciate your efforts in commenting on the post. Once that's accomplished, the next thing is if they're not in your database, hey, well, once they respond back, hey, really quick, while I have your attention, would it be okay to add you to my database as a current homeowner? All right. And so now what you're doing is you're taking it a step further than anybody else normally would, right? Most people would stop at the post and be like, oh, cool, homeowners are commenting. I'm so awesome. I'm popular. By the way, somebody needs to mute themselves. Robbie, maybe you. Yeah. And so, right, that's where everybody stops. Maybe they respond back, but they never take it to the next level, which is I need to add people to my database. That's how I make a living, right? Because if I don't do that, then I'll never remember who this person is that's a homeowner. Okay. Once they say sure, or maybe they say no. So if they say no, hey, no problem. Appreciate you. Like to stay in contact if you ever need any help with anything. If I can support you anyway, let me know. If they say no. If they say yes, say great. What is the best email for you and best phone number for you? Here are my contact details. Right? Della already got her first comment. Congratulations, Della. That's awesome. Right. And so you guys, guys and ladies, you all will start seeing comments coming in. Right. So now we're just looking at the next steps because I do this on all of my calls where I want the action to happen so you can see it and you're like, shh, excuse my language. I don't know if I make cusses on these things, but like, shit, I can do this every week if I want to, or every month. Right. Like what's stopping you from doing it? Only thing stopping you is not, go ahead.
Sorry. What was the feeling emoji?
Oh, it's not a feeling emoji. It's you hit feeling and then select curious. You don't have to do that, by the way. That's just, I like to do that because it adds a little bit of like Facebook flair, if you will. It's like, I'm feeling curious today, right? Like I'm feeling happy. You know how you can click those things. Yeah, so there's no reason that you can't do this every week, right? By the way, you use this very similar script to find buyers, right? Hey, first-time home buyers in 2022, what's some advice you would give to future home buyers, right? Like there's variations to this post. It's not like it's just like one script and that's it. Like you just look at the post and hopefully it expands your brain to go, oh man, I can find all types of people that I want to talk to. Hey, school teachers that currently own a home, what would you say to other school teachers who are thinking about buying a home in our market? Right? You guys starting to see what I mean? Like all of these strategies, you literally just build on top of each other. I do that in my real estate marketing business, right? It's like, hey, who currently runs Facebook ads? What type of success are you having? Right? Oh, here's what I'm doing with Facebook ads, or here's what I'm doing to help loan officers recruit agents, right? Here's some success. Here's this, here's that. Looking for other people's success to help me build my business at the same time, scratching their back and making them feel good about giving advice. Okay. Once you get them added to your database, you're going to say wonderful or got it. You can say whatever, however you speak. If it is not overstepping, would it be okay to get your address and send you a monthly update on your home's value? Okay, now this is where you're turning into the real estate agent. Okay, you went from secret marketer, like nobody knew that what you were trying to do. They're like, oh, this is really cool. I'm going to be able to give advice to people, right? I'm the super smart homeowner. You know what? Or I'm the jaded homeowner, never buy a house, right? Or I'm the awesome homeowner. My house is increased by $200,000, whatever they're saying. That's what they think they're doing. What you know you're doing is you're trying to find them to be clients in the future, right? And so now you've done the marketing, you've started the process of actually getting them into your funnel, because this is a funnel if you didn't realize that already. And now what you're going to do is you're going to convert them into a possible future client. And all you do now is send them updated information. Does this make sense to everybody? Is this okay advice? Questions, comments, concerns, anything you have?
Love it.
I'm an open book. Awesome. Now, how do you think you move homeowners off the ledge or off the fence of, if they are on the fence of thinking about selling? How do you think you do that? Besides home values, anybody have an idea? You guys are all real estate agents. You got to know this. Somebody got to know it.
Convey why
And
is it a great time to sell?
Go ahead, Robbie, say it again.
Convey why it's a great time to sell. Create urgency.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you ran to create urgency. How do you create urgency? So the urgency part is very good. How do you create urgency in these people?
Kind of talk about if they're sellers, that's what we're talking about. Talk to them about why it's the best time to, if they're thinking about selling, of course, you don't want to inject fear into anybody and trying to force them. Of course, if they want to sell, now is a better time because interest rates are going to go up, and buyers who are on the sidelines might just go take a break and then go into their homes from the sidelines. So it's a better time for you to leverage the market and kind of invite them for a conversation so that you can have a meaningful conversation with them. So that's what it is. The first step, I would think.
Awesome. That's very good. Right now, I'm going to add something to that. Do you think real estate is, for the majority of people, do you think it's a financial decision or do you think it's an emotional decision?
It's emotional first.
Emotional, right? So most homeowners own a house. They have something that they don't like in their house. Raise your hand if you have lived in a house or owned a house that you didn't like something in it. You're like, damn, I wish I could buy another house right now. Right? Me, right? That's why I have owned 2 houses, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to feed into that emotion. How do we feed into that emotion? Well, we say, hey, by the way, and I'll type this in really quick. Hey, by the way, is there anything you would like to see in a future home in the next 5 to 20 years, right? Or is there, this is terrible grammatical errors by myself, but you can change it up to make it right. I'm just typing it off the cuff. Or is there a neighborhood you would like to keep your eye on? I can this and that. I can set up a quick search. Catches your eye. No pressure. All right. So now what you're doing is now you're playing into that emotion. Now we're not trying to say we're tricking people. That's not the game here, right? What we're trying to do is at some point they're going to make that decision, right? That I'm going to sell to move up into this house, or I'm going to sell to move down into this house. I'm going to sell because this house fits what I want, because it has a view, because it has an oak tree in the backyard. That's one of the reasons we bought our last house, right? An oak tree with a valley in the back in Georgetown, Texas, right? You never know what somebody's going to want. So you let them tell you, okay? That responded to the first post. Is this a response to the people that responded to the first post? Yes. So once you get them, you've commented, then you take it into Messenger, and all these things that I've written here are, Cindy, are things that you use to start messaging these particular homeowners. Does this make sense so far? Is there something that I've missed that maybe was lost in translation?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Do you think you're going to find some homeowners today?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's the goal, right? All right. So that's the first part. That's Facebook post. Okay. Use this strategy. Use it every week. Use it every month. Put a reminder. Say, I can't actually say, hey Siri, remind me every Monday to post a homeowner post. All right. Every Monday, I'm going to get this notification. Okay. I hide my face every Monday. Okay. Change it because I don't want that right now. Right. But that's how you do that. Okay. Next part. You're going to take that same post and you're going to turn it into a Facebook story. Okay. You have to make sure that your post is set to public. So if you don't have it set to public, make sure on Facebook you have a button. I'm going to show it to you. Hopefully. Go to my own wall really quick. Joseph Gonzalez wall. Edit. Does everybody see where it says edit privacy? Everyone see that? Make sure you hit edit privacy and set to public because this is going to be the only way you do this other thing. Okay. All right. And then on the bottom, there's a little arrow. I think it's over here that says share. Does everybody see where it says share? And it should be on your desktop as well. I think you can only do it from mobile, if I'm not mistaken. All you do is hit share. And then you're going to share it to your story. And once you go to share it to your story, right, it'll pop up and it'll be on your story. I don't even know what this post is, but it's for loan officers. Later, Kimberly. Have a good one. All right. Hit share to your story. And then once you hit share to your story, on the top left, there's like a little face, and you're going to click on that face. And then once you click on that little smiley face square, there's a one of these that's called poll. And I think it's on this side over here, maybe. And you click on poll. Okay. And for your poll, you're going to say, what would you say as a homeowner? Okay. And inside your poll, you're going to put, for this particular post, you're going to put buy or wait. Okay. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
This thing up here doesn't matter. It's just a post that I currently have.
We see.
Okay. Good. Once you do that, all you hit is share to story. Okay. Again, you don't necessarily care what anybody is saying, right? Whether they're saying buy or wait. What you care about is that they're commenting as a homeowner. Okay. So the cool thing is once you have stories, let's see. Once you have your stories posted on a poll, all you have to do is go back to your personal profile, click on your face, and click view story, which is the top one. And your story pops up. The cool thing here is if you have a poll going and people start answering, you just click on the poll and it'll actually produce who has commented or voted on your poll. What do you think the next step is? Opening up a conversation. And that's the whole game. Okay. And you will find, go ahead.
Can you go back, because I just pulled it up on my phone. Can you go back to where that face is for the poll? Oh, we can't hear you. Mr. Gonzalez, we can't.
Oh, got it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. And so, Maria, on that section where it says share to story, again, you make sure your post is public, correct?
Yeah, it's public.
Okay, good. So once you click that little face that's on the top corner here, right?
I don't
Inside of
see
there, there should,
That's not there.
let's see. Let's make sure your post is public.
It is
There are
public.
two reasons that it doesn't come up. The first reason will be if the actually go Maria, can you hold your phone up really quick so I can see it? I just spotlighted you so I can see you a little bit better.
Sure.
Yeah, a
Wait.
little bit. Might be too.
I
May
don't
not
think,
show it because it's too bright.
yeah.
It's okay.
Well, it's,
As long as it's
oh, sorry, it's not.
it's okay. It's okay. As long as it's public, it's fine. So typically there are two reasons.
I think you can
Okay.
see, right? You know, you can't
Yeah.
see-
It says public.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So have you made the post already?
No, I didn't create the post. The thing is,
Okay.
I just wanted to share, I'm actually very, very new.
Okay.
I got on board just because this is something that I want to do in the future. I'm in the process of taking my classes now, and I should be done by November. So that's why when you was like, you're all real
Awesome.
estate agents, I'm not.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
I'm getting there.
That's
So,
okay.
but I do have a Facebook page. I didn't create the post. I just kind of try to follow what you were saying, and I wrote everything down.
Sure.
But I didn't see that poll thing because I've seen that before, but I didn't know what the poll thing was going.
Yeah, so you do that and make sure it's on your personal page as well. So those of you who are wondering, do I put this on my business page or my personal page? It must go on your personal page. Okay.
Now, I have a question about that. Do you suggest that I create a business page, or should I keep it on my personal page, even though I already have, because I already have a personal page?
I can tell you this, your personal page needs to become, don't turn it into a business, meaning that you go click on a post or a button to make it into a business page. Make your personal page a business page, meaning that you're posting about real estate, you're posting, yeah, you can post some life stuff, but you're posting helpful information because that's where you're going to make your money. All right. You can still go create a business page if you want to run Facebook ads and run different ads, but your personal page needs to start becoming a funnel. I say that as somebody who's run a business through my personal Facebook page. A lot of people that are on this call have probably seen me or worked with me in some capacity. And so you will get a lot of your real estate clients through your personal page, not through your business page. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then in regards to that button being there, it'll be there once you make the post and the poll will be there for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
And
you.
so now once that poll, absolutely. So once that poll is there on your story, you click on your story, you click on the actual poll, and then it'll actually show you who's actually voted in your poll. And then you can actually message them directly if they voted in your poll. Hey, thanks again. Hey, just want to say thanks for letting me know. Hey, really quick question. Why would you wait? Hey, really quick question. Why would you buy? Right. And you're just open up a conversation to then move them into your database. Somebody said I missed what to write in the poll. You just put, so in your poll, all you're going to do is just repost your Facebook thing. And then you're going to ask, what would you do? Right. Buy or wait. Right. So in your two possible answers, it's buy or wait. So what would you do? Question mark. As your question. And then it's buy or wait. Did you get that, Della? Okay.
Just had a quick question. So
Go
this
ahead.
is on your personal page and stuff. So I do have quite a bit of followers. Anything
Yeah.
we can do to target followers? That way, it spreads the word around because my followers are somewhere in Vietnam, Indonesia, all the way, in the US, Canada, etc. But at least, putting the word out there might make the message travel. If there's value or not, I'm waiting for your comments.
Yeah, if you could target your followers, Facebook hasn't allowed that. I haven't seen anybody actually create any content in regards to being able to target your followers on your personal page. If you wanted to start building, and this is going a little bit off cuff here, so I apologize. But if you wanted to start getting your followers on your business page to see this type of stuff or be able to vote on this type of stuff, essentially you have to create an ad that would lead back to the poll, right? Because you can't necessarily target your followers on your personal page. I wish, because I have thousands of them, and that would make my life easier. But you can get people, you can make a post like, hey, those of you who want to work with me or learn more from me, be sure to go follow my business page. And then you can retarget those people, right, with a paid ad. So that was a long way, Robbie, to say you can't really target your followers necessarily on your personal page.
Okay, but any posts, can you just make sure that they see from your personal page, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have control over, well, actually, let me reframe that. You can create custom lists on Facebook, right? We've been teaching this for years. So once somebody identifies that they're a homeowner, you can go click on their name and then you can create a list within your personal Facebook page and say create list. And you can actually create a list of homeowners, and you can also create a list of future home buyers, right? And so whenever you make this post, you post it to your future home buyers or future home sellers. Does everybody want to see what that looks like? Would that be helpful? Hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have Facebook open? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. All right. So if I hit share screen, I'm just gonna be like, damn, Joseph went all over the place with this. All right. So if we go here, let's say I wanted to make a post and I'm going to make it to the post is about homeowner. Are you staying put or selling for the right price? You guys see how the posts that I'm doing here are just like super engaging. They're not like, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything right now. I'll sell them in Messenger, right? That's always been my game. Once I get somebody's attention, I know how to sell them, right? And you should know that, or you're learning that through this process, right? Homeowners, are you staying put or selling for the right price? Here's the button. I think Annette, you asked the question. I click on feeling here, the smiley face feeling, and then I'm going to select curious. Okay, hit curious, and then depending on who I want to make this post to, I have realtors in a custom list. I have lenders, marketers, different types of marketers, close friends. I have buyers because I've done this before. And then you can exclude people, right? In your list, you can create custom lists. I think typically you have to create your custom list from your mobile device. Okay. So let's say, for example, I put this in here. And so I'm going to post this to you all. Maybe you're a realtor that follows me. Okay. So I just selected my custom list of realtors. This would be like you selecting your custom list of buyers, right? Or sellers or homeowners. Hit done. And so Robbie, this is to answer your question. The people who will see this will not be the general public. The people who will see this will be a percentage of the realtors that follow me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and so how do you actually add all those people who followed you to create a list? Basic question.
Yeah, so once you go to, let's say I wanted to go to Della. We use Della because Della's on the call. Della doesn't know this, but I do, right? If I click edit friends list, guess where Della is? She's a realtor, right? And so Robbie, on your mobile device, if I'm not mistaken, that's where you can actually go in and create a list. So you just go to somebody that you know is a realtor or a homeowner, people who are self-identifying today, you click on their name. If they're a friend, awesome Tony, by the way, homeowner. There's Tony's post right there. It's already got 2 comments. Congratulations. And that's in 24 minutes. So Tony would go to this person. Tony, are you on the call? I don't know if he's on the call right now, but he would go to this person, right? And then since they're friends already, he would click on that person's name. And then if they're friends, he just clicks on clicks on edit friends list, right? and then he can go add them to that new list, but that would have to be on mobile. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes
That's a
sense.
lot of information.
Just needs,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it does. Okay.
All right. I have, I think, one more post. This one comes from one of the loan officers that we work with. How many houses have you owned in your lifetime? Right. And then you can say, this can be a this can be a 2-line thing. It could just be that set of lines, or it can be, my answer is in the comments. Right. So that'd be line 1 and line 2 of the same post, or it can just be the line 1 if you wanted to. Again, what you would do here is you would post, and then same process. You start asking, hey, thanks for commenting, go into Messenger. Hey, awesome. Can't believe you've owned that many houses, or great, whatever however you start that conversation. And all you're trying to do is do what? Where are you trying to get them? Where should everybody be going that comments on your post? If they don't say anything negative, of course. Your database. Everybody should be going into your database. Okay. And everybody should be receiving some form of value from you. All right. And so I said this on our real estate 6 figures in 6 weeks with Ian and Jaime. Whenever we were training, I think we had like 60 agents plus on these trainings. And I think, Ravi, you're on this. Your money is going to come from your circle. The bigger you can make your circle, the more money you make. It's really that simple. So the bigger you can make your circle, the more money you're going to make. The way you do that is by identifying who's a buyer, identifying who's a seller, and sending them pertinent information, and then staying in contact with them personally. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, happy Valentine's. Hey, Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or Happy Thanksgiving, or hey, is it your kid's birthday? Can I send you a Starbucks card? Can I send you a Target card for your kid's birthday? Right? Like these little things, but that's all you do. Grow your SOI, grow your SOI, grow your SOI. Divide your SOI into buyers and sellers. Communicate. That's the whole game, right? Dilly. Haven't seen that in a long time. Okay, open up for questions. I think I covered a lot there. I don't want to blow up everybody's brains by giving too much information that you can't take action on.
I've got a question.
Question.
Where can we go to find these recorded masterminds?
I think you reach out to Jaime directly, and then Jaime will tell you where to find them. He has the master key to everything.
It's usually posted on YouTube, and once you, I guess you click subscribe to the masterminds, it'll pop up there, and you can put it on your notifications.
There you go. Bada bing. Can somebody post the link to it? Does anybody have a link to
It's
the
actually
actual?
notinitforaverage.com. That's a website
Okay.
wherein you have everything sorted clearly. So it's a non-confusing. So notinitforaverage.com, one word.
Love it. There you go. Thank you very much, Della. And thank you very much, Ravi, and everybody else that shared that information. Yeah, there is a wealth of knowledge that's provided on these calls, right? All you got to do is like, if you took some of these calls, you went through them, and you just took the actions and wrote them down, and literally took one of the actions a day and repeated that every week, 52 weeks straight, there is no way that you make less than $100,000, $200,000 a year in real estate. I mean, there's absolutely, positively no way, right? Because at the end of the day, it's just like growing your SOI and then helping them through the real estate process. And you just naturally will make money by being of value, because in real estate, it's not whether or not somebody's going to buy or sell, it's when, right? And then who. And so you are waiting for the when so that you can be the who, right? Right. And then whatever the what is, if they're buying or selling, and how big or how small, how big your check's going to be or how small your check's going to be. Other than that, that's the game. Okay. All right. Do you guys typically do Q&A after this, or let's do this? I want to know who has the most comments on their post right now. Thanks, Annette. You can type it in the chat or you can unmute yourself. Either way. I have 3. That's awesome, Della. Della, how many of those are people that you knew were homeowners, and how many of them are new people to you that are homeowners? Luis, 1. That's better than what you started with today, which was 0.
Out of the 3, I guess I didn't know it. One of them's a really good friend of mine, but she kind of lives different places. But I did not know they were homeowners until
Awesome. Awesome. Now just follow up. Also, possibly send referrals. Annette has 2 already. Okay, so in the short span of roughly 40 minutes, because I think the first 5 minutes we're waiting for people to get on, you all have identified, or most of you will have identified, somebody that's a homeowner that you can either work with or provide value to, so that they will later send you more referrals, right? And that you can add to your database. So we went to where people are, we got their attention, and now all we got to do is convert them to our database and send them value. Is that easy? Like, it is so freaking easy. Okay. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, anything before we jump out of here?
I'm sorry. In the very beginning when you were speaking.
Maria, hold on, Maria, before you start.
Sorry.
Do not start any conversations with "I'm sorry" ever. All right.
Okay.
Take control and say, "Hey, I got a question." Okay. Don't say "I'm sorry."
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the conversation, you stated the post. Hey buyers, what would you wait? Hold on, what did I write?
We have a couple different ones.
What would be your number 1 advice? You had flipped it to the.
Yeah. So we started with homeowners. And then we moved it to buyers. Right. So it's like,
what was the flip? Because you said it really quickly and I wanted to write it down.
Yeah. So it's basically, if there are a couple ways you can to say it, but I would say something to the effect of, if you bought a home in 2022 as a first-time home buyer, what would you say to other first-time home buyers right now?
Thank you.
Because you want now people, because most people take action and follow people who are 6 months to 12 months ahead of them, right? So if somebody is 6 months to 12 months that you can use their experience to tell a story, then other people will look to you because you are the one who facilitated that conversation, right? Annette says, would there ever be a time or okay not to add someone to your database? Yeah, if you don't like them or if they're just a negative person. Like, I was talking to my wife about this yesterday. I said, I've worked with some people that are that have paid us a lot of money, and I send a refund. And I actually say this in some of my sales videos. If you're not a happy person, please don't try to call me and work with me and send me money. I won't take it, right? Because I think the big thing now is mental health, but I've always believed that my happiness comes first, right? And my well-being. And I believe that for a long. I actually left the Naval Academy Preparatory School, and those of you who don't know that, now I'm going to a big story, because I was not happy. And my parents were not happy about me leaving. And my grandfather, who's been in the military for a long time, luckily he's a very understanding man. But I was like, you always told me to do what makes me happy, and this doesn't make me happy. So I left, right? Luckily, I got a scholarship, another scholarship, and I played football at University of Houston. But yeah, I've always been of that mindset. I don't need anybody's money to move my life forward. But the happier I am, the more business I tend to do. So I think that's to answer your question, Annette. don't work with people who are going to make you unhappy, even if it's going to make you money. I've done that once with a seller. It was a nightmare. Yeah, I got a nice check from it, but I was like, never again. Like in the middle of the deal, I'll be like, I'm canceling the contract. Don't want to talk to you. Find somebody else that can deal with this. This is not my life. You can call me a sissy if you want to, whatever you want to say, but it's just not for me. Good question though. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? I'm an open book right now. You got me for 11, I would say, maybe 10 and a half more minutes.
So what about people commenting on your posts that are from like other states? Are those people you would be adding into your database?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily add them into my database. You could add them into the database, but create another tag called possible referrals, right? And then find out if they're interested in your market, right? You don't know what to do with them until they tell you what they want you to do, right? So don't be afraid to ask those type of questions. Hey, have you ever thought about moving here, or are you planning on living wherever you live for the rest of your life, right? I think there's not enough transparency or directness in our world today. And I think a lot of people get put off by that because they're not used to it. We're all used to like, I'm going to try to do this little thing over here and hopefully they know what I'm trying to say, right? Instead of being like, hey, are you trying to do this or are you not trying to do this, right? Good question though, Annette. But if I can send a referral to somebody somewhere else and make 25% because I sent a name over, right? By golly, I'm going to do that like all day long. Do 4 of those and that's one transaction, right? I think whenever we started our marketing program, we even had agents that would, like, I think Tamara, hopefully, I don't know if Tamara ever sees this video, but Tamara actually started, she asked the question, what if I wanted to send referrals in other states, right? Or other cities that I don't work in? Could I go post in these groups? And I'm like, yeah, like, why wouldn't you? If you have the time and energy to do it, go find out who's a buyer or a seller and send them to other people. Right? Super easy. Time consuming, but easy. Or I should say simple, not easy.
Joseph?
Ian, you just missed it.
I know, man.
I'm totally kidding,
an
dude.
appointment and my connection is
I'm totally
horrible,
kidding.
so I apologize.
No, you're good. I'm kidding. I just like popping. Go ahead, Della.
Sorry, and it may not be, I don't know. Why
Della, don't say
inappropriate.
sorry.
Oh,
Don't say
gosh.
sorry.
And I've known you for
Everybody
5
says
years.
sorry. Yeah.
Well, what I'm apologizing for is because I don't know if it's appropriate to say in this group or not, but you can tell me. Earlier,
Sure.
you referred to your 6 figures in 6 weeks coaching group and that I wasn't able to take part of. Is this something, you said you were going to start another one soon?
Yes. So those of you who are part of Agent First group, you can attend for free. Right. So you can join. We start the other one on October 5th, the new one on October 5th.
Okay.
So we're going to make it 4 weeks. Those of you who are not, in order to join, you'll have to find a lender that will sponsor you to join.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's October the 5th, and that's all done through like a Facebook Messenger group. Is that
Facebook Messenger group and then Zoom calls. Yeah.
Got it.
How would
Cindy,
I know about, well, I'm sorry. I'm
go
not
ahead,
sorry.
Maria.
Excuse me, I have a question.
No, you're not sorry. Yes, go ahead. Thank you for not being sorry.
Can you just tell me the name again? What is it called? 6 figures?
6 figures. It's 6 figures in 6 weeks is the program.
Now,
Yeah.
will we get a notification through Agent
First group?
First group?
You can reach out to Jaime and just let him know that you're interested in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Roger, do you have a question? I saw you unmute yourself.
Oh no, I think it was by accident. Pocket punch.
Oh, all good.
Is it, I have another question. Will
Go
it
ahead.
be weekly, daily? How are the 4 weeks is gonna?
4 weeks straight, every Wednesday at 10 a.m. CST. Is that right? 10 to 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m.
I have 10 a.m. CST. Thank you, Robbie. I have to do that because
CST, and on Wednesdays, and it's for an hour or 2 hours?
1 hour. Yeah.
1 hour.
Try to make them as jam-packed as possible. Next training starts October 5th, Cindy. Cindy, your other question, any resources for getting a challenging listing under contract? I think that'll probably be for a more detailed conversation amongst, the group, because there are lots of resources, I think, but it just depends on the, particular scenario. So I think that could be an hour-long call by itself, Cindy. Yeah. Did you all find value in this, by the way?
Absolutely. Thank you, Joseph.
Awesome.
Joseph, if there's one thing I've learned from you in the 5 years is everything you say is of value. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. I try not to leave any calls, whether I'm pitching somebody to work with us or, doing a training like this, without actually making sure that there was value there. Because if there wasn't, I need to make sure that I work on myself, right, in my business and how I present. So thank you.
We just want to squish you up and put you in our pocket.
You know what? If you have a phone and you have Facebook Messenger, I'm already there. You just got to reach out.
And Maria, a piece of advice for being new, absolutely, friend Joseph, copy what he does, listen to what he says. I'm going to tell you right now, I was brand new when I first met him, and I am still working referrals from 5 years ago. But back then, remember, we were posting on Facebook Marketplace groups and things like that. Joseph would say, okay, post this, do that. And that's what I did. And I call her my book of Esther. Her name's Esther, one of my first clients. And she has referred, I don't know how many people to me in the past 5 years from that one little post.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
You never know.
Thank you.
Follow
You
him.
never know. Yeah, you never know who you're going to run into on Facebook, right? You might run, like we have one guy, he ran into an investor. I think that investor has sent him 20 deals, right, in the last 5 years, right? So, I mean, that's at least 2 deals a year that he can put in his pocket. So you gotta be willing to put yourself out there. And it's not like you're dancing on the screen naked or anything, right? You're literally just posting about questions in real estate, right? Not dancing in your underwear or whatever. I hope this never goes viral, what I'm saying, right? But you're not doing any of those things. You're just talking about real estate. Okay. Well, I appreciate all of you. Keep taking action. You have a couple different posts. Make sure you get those posts. If you want to watch the recordings, again, reach out to Jaime or go to the website that Robbie posted or to
not in it
YouTube.
for average.com again.
Notinitforaverage.com, and you can catch the recordings there, and there's so much information. Just take action on it. Okay. All right. I appreciate you all. Have a blessed start to your day and go kick butt this week.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
Absolutely. Be
Thanks,
safe, Ian.
Joseph.
Bye bye.